All right, hello everyone from the Northland. I'd like to be more cheerful, but this isn't going to be a cheerful video. This is another segment in the saga of the crazy ass neighbor. So, in my last episode, I think I told you that I was contemplating calling the sheriff because I thought he was raising squirrels. Well, I did call the sheriff, and I kind of left it up to them. I like I said, I really would like to just get along with everybody, including this idiot, but um, he's really making it hard. So anyway, the sheriff came out, and I was actually on the side of my garage over by the shed. We are putting in new sod, and the sheriff shows up, and next thing I know, I hear this guy cussing up a storm, swearing, saying the F word left and right. And I kind of peeked around a corner and I heard the sheriff tell him that he needs to calm down or settle down. That that kind of language was he wasn't that the sheriff wasn't going to stand for that. So anyway, a little not very long went by. This guy calmed down a little bit, and then he was back at it again, and the sheriff warned him again. If you don't settle down, I'm gonna detain you. Anyway, to make a long story short, the sheriff came over to talk to me, and the first thing he said to me is, he said, I gotta advise you that you may want to think about an order for protection. And I told him, I said, well, first of all, that's nothing more than a piece of paper, and that doesn't protect anybody. I said, secondly, if that guy comes over here and threatens me or my wife with anything, it'll be the last thing he ever does in this world. I don't want to have to do anything like that. I really don't. I say it again. I would love to get along with him. I would love to make amends, but he's got to grow up. The funny thing is a couple hours after the sheriff left, I come out. My truck was sitting in the driveway, and so I got in to pull it in the garage. And I'm watching my mirror to make sure I don't hit the side of the garage, and I see this guy come out of his house carrying one of these boxes I was telling you he had in his garage. So he's carrying this box and he's running. And I've never seen this guy take one fast step since I've lived here. So he's running around the side of the house. And I'm thinking, well, isn't that funny? And moments later, he comes around with that box broken down. A few minutes later, he comes around with another box. So obviously, at that point now, he had decided, well, why am I going around the front when I can go out my back door and do it that way? So I'm almost positive that he had squirrels, that the sheriff didn't check. He probably didn't let him in since the sheriff didn't have a search warrant. There's only so much he can do. So, that's fine. Sorry about that. Oops. So, I that was kind of the end of that, and I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe things can somewhat get back to normal. Now, yesterday, he puts up trail cameras in his yard. Well, I checked with a couple of legal beagles, and Minnesota, in its infinite wisdom, decided that one consent law is all that's necessary in this state. In other words, this guy can put up 5 million cameras in his yard if he wants, all facing my direction into my yard, and there ain't a damn thing I can do about it. All right, fine. So I figure, you know what? You fight fire with fire. Coincidentally, I used to be much more avid into hunting, especially deer hunting. I haven't hunted now in many, many years. But I still have some of the equipment because I thought, maybe someday, maybe I will get back into it. So I had trail cameras. And I had like 5 of them. Four of them. I only took 2 out of the bag. There might not be 5. But anyway, so I took 2 out of the bag and I installed them plain of sight so that he couldn't miss them. One on my flagpole and one on my front tree facing his house. And I didn't even put batteries in them. I shouldn't probably be saying this because I know he's going to be watching. So maybe I'll put batteries in them now. But I wanted to make sure he got the picture. And coincidentally, now my wife tells me that this morning, bright and early, he takes his cameras down. Or camera. I don't know if he had more than one. I only saw one. And I thought, okay, cool. Maybe it sunk in that, you're going to screw with me, I'm going to screw with you right back. But, big but, I happen to notice this nice circular hole in his garage door. And again, I can't prove anything, and I'm not trying to be paranoid. But I'm thinking the clown put his camera on the inside of his garage door, facing out. So then I can't help but think, geez, all this over a little squirrel that you're willing to drill holes in your house. I'm thinking you are just a freaking weird creep. And, I shouldn't have to sit here in my own house and worry about some weirdo taking pictures of myself or my wife or my freaking grandkids when they're here. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Not a damn thing. I don't know wherever you're watching from. I don't know if your state has that. I'd look into it just so you know. Be aware. I think that's just some crazy crap that people can just, but on the other hand, you can't record a conversation without the other person knowing about it. I suppose because I know he's taking pictures of me, it's okay. But that's just bullshit. Excuse my language. This is just ridiculous. So, who knows what the next step is going to be. I'm not backing down. This is, man, maybe, I don't know. I suppose there's going to be plenty of people out there that say I should. That I should just, you want things to return back to normal, then quit doing what you're doing. I get it. But I also get that this is my damn property. And I can do what the hell I want as long as I'm not breaking any laws, which I'm not. So, I just think it's sad, it's weird, it's creepy, and it's really sick. So, Larry, you're a weird, creepy bastard.